Good morning, my dear students. In the last sessions, we studied about features of cultivation of major crops in India. Today, we will discuss about technological and institutional reforms in agriculture. It was mentioned in the previous sessions that agriculture has been practiced in India for thousands of years. Then, why do we need institutional and technological reforms? It is because sustained use of land without compatible techno-institutional changes have hindered the pace of agricultural development that restrict the development of agriculture. In spite of development of sources of irrigation, most of the farmers in large part of the country still depend upon monsoon and natural fertility. For a growing population, this poses a serious challenge. Agriculture, which provides livelihood for more than 60% of its population, needs some serious technical and institutional reforms. These reforms include the collectivization, consolidation of holdings, cooperation, and abolition of zamindari, etc., were given priority to bring about institutional reforms in the country after independence. Land reforms was the main focus of our first 5-year plan. Land reforms means the redistribution of land of zamindars to landless laborers or farmers. The laws of land reforms were enacted, but the laws of implementation was lacking. In 1980s and 1990s, a comprehensive land development program was initiated, which included both institutional and technical reforms. Crop insurance against drought, flood, fire, cyclone, etc., establishment of Grameen banks, cooperative societies, and banks for providing loan facilities to the farmers at lower rate of interest were some important steps in this direction. Kisan Credit Card, Personal Accident Insurance Scheme are some other schemes introduced by the Government of India for the benefit of the farmers. Moreover, special weather bulletins and agricultural programs for farmers were introduced on the radio and television. The government also announces minimum support price for important crops. These are the important technological and institutional changes. Next, Bhudan Gramdan movement. Mahatma Gandhi declared Vinoba Bhave as his spiritual heir. He also participated in Satyagraha as one of the foremost Satyagrahis. Vinoba Bhave undertook Padayatra to spread Gandhiji's message covered almost the entire country. Once, when he was delivering a lecture at Pochampalli in Andhra Pradesh, some poor landless villagers demanded some land for their economic well-being. Vinoba Bhave could not promise it to them immediately, but assured them to talk to the government regarding provision of land for them if they undertook cooperative farming. Suddenly, Sri Ramachandra Reddy stood up and offered 80 acres of land to be distributed among 80 landless villagers. This act was known as Bhudan. Later, he travelled and introduced his ideas widely all over India. Some zamindars, owners of many villages, offered to distribute some villages among the landless. It was known as Gramdan. This Bhudan Gramdan movement, initiated by Vinoba Bhave, is also known as the Bloodless Revolution. Contribution of agriculture to the national economy, employment and output. Agriculture has been the backbone of Indian economy though its share in the gross domestic product was registered a declining trend from 1951 onwards. In 2010-11, about 52% of the total workforce was employed in the farm sector, which is more than half of our population. The declining share of agriculture in the GDP is a matter of serious concern because any decline and stagnation in agriculture will lead to a decline in the other spheres of the economy, having wide implications for society. Considering the importance of agriculture in India, the government of India takes some important steps for modernizing agricultural sector. Steps taken by the government to modernize agriculture. Establishment of Indian Council of Agricultural Research, introduction of agricultural universities, veterinary services and animal breeding centers, etc. Research and development in the field of meteorology and weather forecast, etc. were given priority for improving Indian agriculture. Apart from this, improving the rural infrastructure was also considered essential for the same. Indian farmers are facing many problems. The problems faced by the Indian farmers are: today, Indian farmers are facing a big challenge from international competition. Our government is going ahead with reduction in the public investment in agriculture sector, particularly irrigation, power, rural roads, markets, etc. is another problem. Subsidy on fertilizers is decreased, leading to increase in the cost of production. Moreover, reduction in the import duties on agricultural products have proved detrimental to agriculture in the country. Reduction in import duties leads to cheaper imports of agricultural products from other countries. That leads to competition. Farmers are withdrawing their investment from agriculture, causing a downfall in the employment in agriculture. Thank you.